At just 20 years old, Alexander the Great became king. By 30, he had conquered most of the known world. How? Was it pure talent, luck? No. It was something more powerful, a relentless commitment to one habit that separated him from ordinary men. Alexander had a rule. Every single day, he had to expand his mind. He studied under Aristotle, he learned new battle strategies, and absorbed wisdom from every culture he encountered. While his enemies stayed the same, he evolved daily, and that is why he never lost a battle. Fast forward today, most people are stuck in the same routines, making the same mistakes, and never growing. They ignore this habit, and that is why they stay average. But if you want to be unstoppable, you have to commit to constant self education. In this video, I'm going to show you why daily learning is the ultimate power move, and it will reprogram your brain. Key point number one, why daily learning separates the winners from the losers. The science of neuroplasticity shows us that the brain is more like a muscle than we think. The more you challenge it, the stronger. Learning new skills like reading and seeking knowledge physically rewires your brain. So what most people do is that they let their brain slip. After high school, after college, they don't learn new things as quickly as a rate. They don't pick up new books. They don't learn something new in their field that they can adapt. There's a hidden formula that I've noticed with high achievers and performers. So people from Elon Musk to Kobe Bryant, people who are in two completely different fields, but high achievers in that field. They give credit to their success to daily learning. So for example, Musk read 2 books a day before building Tesla and SpaceX. They actually say that he didn't know anything about rocket science. He just read it in a book, which is insane. I mean, we are so blessed to have daily knowledge that we can seek either from the internet, either from books, but just most people don't take advantage of this opportunity. One guy did, and now he's going to Mars or Neptune or whatever the fuck. What about Kobe, for example? Kobe would obsess over game footage to perfect his craft. See, the difference is they didn't work hard, they worked smart. They combined the two. Historical proof is like Napoleon, right? Military genius until he stopped learning. Got a little overconfident, got a little cocky. He ignored new strategies, made lazy decisions, and eventually lost everything. So what can we learn from this? If you're not growing, you're declining, because nothing in the universe is stagnating. No matter what, we're going to have the sun up and the sun down. No matter what, we're going to go around. So no matter what, we are constantly growing. Things are constantly changing. So if we're not learning and at least attempting to get better, then we are declining. Key point number 2, how society traps you into stagnation. How society traps you in stagnation. So the average person spends about 2 hours on social media, but they won't spend 10 minutes reading. These algorithms are literally designed to keep you entertained, but not educated. So it's designed to keep you to consume and consume and consume. So most people are dopamine junkies, and they stay stuck in that same cycle. Even schools, for example. So traditional schools teach you to memorize. They don't teach you to think. They don't teach you to learn. And this is beneficial for society because society most of the time just wants like warehouse workers, or if you didn't know about school, it was actually created by the Rothschilds. Kidding. Anyways, the point is that the real world rewards problem solvers. It rewards creative thinkers. It rewards innovators. And if you're only relying on the things you learned in school, you're already behind because there can be propaganda and you're really just memorizing things. You're not actually learning things. A lot of things, let's be honest, that we learned in school can't really apply in real life unless you're in college, right? So now we're kind of in a rise of self education. Knowledge used to be just for the elite before the printing press. It was just for the elite. Even the Bible had to be translated from your priest to you. You couldn't even read the Bible. But today we have unlimited access to books. We have unlimited access to podcasts, course, except most people, they don't use them. Or they call them scams. Some are scams, I'm not gonna lie. The point is though, those who take advantage will dominate. So if society doesn't want to teach you how to win, you have to teach yourself. So key point number 3, the simple daily learning system for key point number 3, the simple daily learning system for unstoppable growth. The 1 hour rule. Every day, dedicate 1 hour to learning something new. This could be reading, listening to a podcast, watching an educational video, or skill building. 1 hour a day equals 365 days, hours a year. That's 45 full days of learning. And that's 1 hour, right? You can up it and you can do 2 hours. You can do 3 hours. Think about how 1 hour of reading could really affect your entire life. Think about how 1 hour of watching an educational podcast, and not just, mentally masturbating to it, actually taking notes about the podcast, actually giving it your full blown attention. Think about that, how that can change your life. But that's the thing, we just get home and people scroll on Instagram, they watch entertainment after entertainment video after entertainment video. They're never really learning. There's also the teach to learn principle, which kind of what I'm doing right now. The funny thing is, the best way to absorb knowledge is actually to teach it to someone else, or to just talk about it like how I'm doing. After learning something, but you don't need a YouTube channel, right? After learning something, explain it in your own words to maybe a friend or coworker or somebody online. Now, of course, they kind of got to be in the same stuff you're into. There's times where I've talked about like 48 laws of power or neuroplasticity or like working out to someone who like doesn't really care. Find someone who is actually into the same thing that you're into, and then try to explain those things to them, and it kind of does something to your brain where it actually like locks in the knowledge. Next point is just surround yourself with smarter people. It's hard, it's intimidating. There's some people I've met that are so smart that like it's even hard to kind of grasp what the hell they're talking about. But if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You have to join communities that are going to push you, challenge you, force you to level up, to meet on that same requirement. You ever went to the gym with a guy who actually goes to the gym? It's kind of a different experience than somebody who just, you kind of just tossing around, hit this, than somebody who doesn't go to the gym at all. When you go to the gym with a guy who actually goes to the gym, you're like, oh, they're doing that weight. Kind of makes you think like, oh, maybe I should do that weight. Then you do the weight. Maybe it's hard, but you do it and you push further. That's the thing about surrounding yourself with people who are constantly trying to level up, constantly trying to seek more knowledge, is that being by them in turn makes you actually want to be on the same level and do the same things. And this goes for content as well, right? If you're watching kind of brain dead entertainment content, it's cool sometimes, right? We're not going to be like, oh, you always got to watch, the most sophisticated philosophy ever. No. But the people you watch, I even think, will literally determine your future and shape kind of who you are and your opinions as well. I mean, think about it. If somebody watches Fox News, conservative Fox News every night, and they were liberal, and they were like a liberal or something like that, they're going to probably eventually be a conservative. They're going to disagree. But if you force them to watch it night after night, day after day after day, they're going to come to that side. That's just because what we listen to, what we hear every day, it shapes our brain. It shapes our thinking. Eventually, it enters our subconscious mind, and we start actually acting out those things. So, knowing that your brain is very moldable. Always talking outside. Knowing that your brain is very moldable and kind of blocking out things that can bring negativity is so key. So don't live your life on kind of autopilot, watching the same things happen over and over and over and over again. The things that Alexander the Great did, Elon Musk did, Kobe Bryant did, and these great people that have huge impacts on society, they learned daily. So implement maybe the 1 hour rule, up it to maybe 2 hours, spend maybe like 30 days, challenge yourself for 30 days reading every day, or learning for at least 1 hour, and then start actually applying it and seeing how that goes. Now I talk like quiz. But if you enjoyed this video, if you feel like this video helped you, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that. Strength Strike community in the description. Online fitness coaching if you want any coaching for your physique, aesthetics, all that stuff, all in the description. See you next one.